What's going on, chat? Let me just level up. Oh, just need to kill this. Nice.
You cannot cloak your ship, as you are being targeted by someone.
Let's get that out of there. Hey, welcome in for another stream. Here we are. Let me just blast off here.
Warp drive active.
Alright.
Warp drive active.
Should be good. I think we're good. Preview up. Alright. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's turn off. Where's my sources here? That one. Alright. Oh, the capture's wrong. Alright.
Warp drive active.
Looks like that hangs, does it? That 4 days ago. Just let me find setting here.
Warp drive active.
Okay. Setting some hotkeys, chat.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Alright. It's like it's good. So chat, found these. I found these rats in the Insurgency called Zohar's Chosen. And what they do, see Zohar's Chosen here? Yeah. So what they do is they drop tags. I'll show you the little tags they drop. Look at these tags. See these little tags here? In Insurgency 5 systems. Now what they allow you to do is try and get some officer loot. And they only appear on stage 5 corruption. Okay. Some drugs on this guy to go a bit faster. Okay, what are we doing? 5 isn't too bad in this one. Alright. Keep it range current. Looks good. Yeah, Zohar's Chosen flies a Macarial in the stage 5 corruption. And it drops 2 tags with a chance of dropping 3. As you can see, I've been collecting some. So what we're going to do is keep collecting them. And then after we've killed them all, or as many as we can, as many tags as we can, we'll go and hand them in and see what we get. There's a chance of like a officer Warton projector, I think, which is pretty cool.
A module has run out of charges.
This guy takes a little bit of killing, that's why I've got two Tech 3s in there. He's almost down. Alright, he's down. That guy out of here. And
warp drive active.
This guy can skip the loot. Just cloak. See if the rats warp out. Sometimes they do. Most of the time they do. I guess not in this case. That's fine. We'll just keep burning off. They trouble me for damage at all. Let's see if I can one-shot them. Nope. Fly some greater than 150 and then just warp to the loot to scoop it. Alright. Here we go. So as you can probably see, I mean, I'm assuming you can see, actually in high sec right now, but we've pushed the incursion down here into a couple of different high sec systems, which actually enables me to hunt these officers in high sec, which is kind of crazy. I've got two. Alright, let's head into gold training. Well, basically, we set a little route here, so we go for corruption levels. And we've already done those two, so we just sort of add some waypoints on the corruption 5 systems. Stage 4 will have a look anyway. And we usually finish up at a body. And we'll get Laz as well. Optimize. Okay. Very quiet in here at the moment.
Warp drive active.
To the star, so I can start doing some descanning. You basically have to descan them down, so I've made a separate filter just for that. I don't use it for the overview at all, I just use it for the descanner, just so it's nice and clean, basically. Alright, I've got one, so F9, just angle down, zoom in on where I am, and we just start scanning. Oh, got a first click, very lucky.
Warp drive active.
Yep, done at 5. Just warp there at 100. And I'm using the T3Cs, I'm using the specifically sniper fit. And I've had to tweak them heavily so that the cap's stable while MWD is running to kite them. Forever kite them, basically. Alright, they're not here, so I'll keep it at 5 degrees. I'll just start scanning the belts. Nothing. Alright, they might have warped. F9, zoom in again, center on me. Maybe the station? Nope. Nope, no luck. Alright. Where could it be? Is there any beacons? No. I'm not getting anything here. Has to be on one of these, right? Is there a gate near me, maybe? That's 15 AU. Unless he's in warp. Hang on. He might have been warping away. No. Says it's around here somewhere. This gate? Oh, it's 32 AU away. Try these belts, maybe. Gotta be here somewhere, you'd think. Oh, there we go. 5-7. Belt 5-7 at 100. Let's go. I'm just gonna decloak early, just so I can reload and turn all this stuff on. I'll do the same. Reload. Alright. Not here. Not here, chat. Very confused. Scan all the belts again and hope we get lucky. Nope. Oh, there it is over there now, apparently. Maybe he's warping around a lot. What's that? 3-1. 3-1 at 100. Let's go. Not here. Very confused, chat. Okay, I've got him at planet 3.
Warp drive active.
Just gonna try planet 3 at 100. This one's gonna be a little bit hard to find. Oh, here he is. Found him. There he is, chat. There's a Macario. See that? There he is. And here we go. So yeah, you look for Zohar's Shoujo. You want Insurgency Corruption 5. So all the systems with that, pretty much. And then you could. Just gonna pull a little bit of range on this guy. If I can. We'll throw some music on chat. He's on fire, chat. He is on fire.
Our module has run out of charges.
Put me on the reload. Alright. Now just grab my stream link real quick. Alright.
Warp drive active.
Alright. See if they warp out. Off they go. Turn my cloak off. And I didn't fly away far enough, so it's burn away a little bit. Alright, skip the loop. Two more, lovely. Next stop, Ingen.
Warp drive active.
Let me just change the soundtrack real quick. Bear with me, chat, while I get some help with the production here. Here we go. Alright. Just check the sound levels. It's a little bit low, chat. Let's give it a little bit of a crank. Oh, it might be a little bit loud now. That'll do. I think we're good. Alright. And we're in Ingen now, so we can scan for another rat. I've got him off the gate. So let me just zoom in on where I am. Go for the planet. No luck. Any close belts? There's not, actually. Could be here somewhere. Oh. What else is in range? Like planet 1, maybe? Try that.
Warp drive active.
Planet 1 at 100, chat. Rise again. Oh, yeah. Alright, need luck. Nope. Keep scanning them. Zoom it in. Him on the star. Actually on the star. Alright, let's try that. Star at 100.
Warp drive active.
We have a massive local spike. Let's check the beacons. Nothing. Let's check anomalies. There's a mining op in here. They're probably in here to do it. Should hopefully leave me pretty safe to keep doing this. Yeah, found him. Alright. Yeah, the warping.
Warp drive active.
Rise again. Local 78 now. That's insane. Why do they need so many? Oh, now it's going down. Must be an ice somewhere. Alright, found him. Hopefully he'll stay here for more than 2 seconds. Alright. Alright. Pop another drug if we have it. There we go. Let's get the speed up. Overheat. Just to get out to orbit range, basically. Turn off the heat on that. Get some good shots on him. No. See if we get wrecking shot again this time or not. I try to keep my speed up so I could easily, as easy as I can orbit him, but you get these wobbles, which occasionally cause you to get wrecking shot, which isn't fantastic. I don't know. Perfect world. Looks like some sort of bug or space worm. Yeah, a little bit. This is a sniper configuration. So I'm running extreme range for this 150k sniper, so everything's optimal range, sensor boosting with a cloak. Get some decent shots on him. He stays in structure for so long. Tengu's on reload.
Our module has run out of charges.
There he goes. And some decent shots with the artillery, which is good. Hopefully he dies soon, because I've got a couple of frigate rats getting a little bit too close for me. Alright, he's dead, so warp him out to the safe. And we will speed this guy up. Reload, get him to skip the loot. Lock him up in the safe. Burn the Loki off. I do it this way because the Loki's faster than the Tengu. By a little bit. And generally they shoot the Tengus, so by the time I'm ready to scoop loot, they're usually nowhere near the Loki. Alright, spin around. Now we'll do a little bit of a maneuver here where we warp across the grid to the wreck. And as we're doing this, we cloak. So we completely drop aggro from all of the rats, as you can see. And then sometimes, if we're lucky, because I can see we're surrounded by the support fleet, they will forget that I was here, assume that I've left, and sometimes they just warp out. Doesn't look like they are this time though. So in that case, we'll do a risky play here where we got to scoop the loot and align out as fast as we can. There's the loot and there's the warp. Can we get out? Nope, they've locked me. Taking damage, I'm taking damage, I'm webbed. A lot of damage, but they helped me warp because they webbed me. Thank God. Ooh, alright. Nice. Alright. Next system. Let's have a look.
Warp drive active.
Shield does provide that big old SIG radius. Yeah, I've got some SIG reducing subsystems equipped, like the dissolution sequencer on the Loki, to sort of get around that being a problem. This Loki's a very small target. Alright, so we've got a stage 4 here. And I don't think I've been here before, so the first thing we'll do is we'll make a safe near the star somewhere.
Active.
Widen the thing. Do a star scan. Alright, chat. Give it another scan. What do we got? We've got a Kizriel and a Mechable. So these aren't guaranteed. Oh, I'm landing on one. These aren't guaranteed to drop a tag, but it's worth trying. It's always worth trying. It's basically a chance at one. So we'll try this guy out. We'll just reload to faction ammo. He's a much smaller target to hit this guy. And I'll just change a couple of my scripts to precision. Should still have plenty of range to hit him. Alright, and then we'll get my Loki in there to help out. Yeah, these aren't guaranteed to drop a ticket. There's a chance of getting one, I think. See if I can get some good arty shots on him. Perfect range to drop out a warp. Lock and fire. 1100 damage, not bad. Let's go keep it range current. Not prop. Support fleet for this one isn't as bad as the battleship, which is good. $1,000 damage, not too bad with the artillery. I have to get this Tengu out of here. We're like swarmed by frigates at the moment. Come on, gotta finish him off. Come on. Alright, it's gone. So get him to the safe. Get him to turn off.
Active.
He's out. Plug this guy up. See if that's enough to get them to warp out or not. Sometimes it is. Yep, they're warping. Alright. Let's go open cargo. Declick. Now we're just free to loot. Which is perfect. Alright, we got one from that one. Next system. Back through Ingen. So that was worth it. It was just a little detour to have a look in here because I haven't been here before. Reload all my ammo. There's a Zohar's right here, but should I go for it? We're going for a chat. There's a chance to drop one. He's right there on the gate, so I may as well just get the Loki into a safe next door. Shouldn't take too many shots to kill this guy. He's already in trouble, chat. Alright. Gonna do a flip and burn on him and just approach. Just so I can loot it a bit faster. I didn't drop anything. Alright, back to the gate. Actually. Let's just bounce off this belt and head back to the gate. What's the next system after this we're headed to? Keep the Loki moving along. This bounce will give the Tengu some time to recharge its shields. You can see it's a 10 jump trip, so there's a clone soldier there.
Warp drive active.
Alright, the next system we want to proper look into is Arnster, so we'll warp over there. Look it up. Bump, 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 bump.
Warp drive active.
Alright, Arnster, so we'll go to Sun and have a look. Not many on right now, it's a good time to be doing it. Pretty quiet, nice and quiet. Good time for a little bit of farming, a little officer farming chat.
Warp drive active.
Alright, got one here. Scan it down while the Tengu's on his way. As you can see, I'm just descanning here, chat. Just V clicking on the map here. There we go. So somewhere in this cluster. So I usually pick the planet first. And then scan the belts if I don't land on him, basically. It's not there, so I've got a tab for belts, so I can V-click the belts in this little tab here. So let's see if he's anywhere. Nowhere, so I'm like going to assume that he's warped. Ah, there he is. Well, this is 18 AU in this direction. And it looks like the sun's right there. Let's just try headed back. It's a bit strange. I'm scanning him, so like it's not there. Any beacons? It's not there. Ah, found him. Found him. Alright, so where are we? Answer, swap to Admiral. Let's go 30.
Warp drive active.
Now, I need to change my scripts back to ranged and load my heavy fury ammunition. And we'll decloak and start burning with the Loki. Just land and start shooting with the Tengu straight away. I don't have any lock delay. Perfect. Alright, so this time the Loki's got the aggro, so we'll see how well he does. He can shoot a lot longer range than the Tengu can. Only because the Loki gets extremely long range artillery ammo, whereas the Tengu uses heavy missiles, so can't use the longest range one because of the sacrifice to damage. So I'm using Fury heavy missiles, which brings the range in a lot shorter. This is a great way to get some farming done during the quiet hours of the faction war, or if there aren't many plexes that you want to do, or there's not many fights happening, maybe not many fleets going, maybe a faction warfare group isn't online and it's just you chilling. You can, this is not a new bro friendly activity, but you can do this with one character. I've did this just with one Tengu. I'm only using a second ship just to speed it up. I did previously just use a second ship as a little explorer ship, just to sort of scout and also just to scoop the loot. But I find this doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as the Tengu does. But I found it does speed it up. A bit of supplemental damage there, chat. So, yeah. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Alright, and we're not getting aggro here, so we'll just keep it... We'll actually approach a little bit and keep it range on the artillery, just see if we can get some better shots on him. Bop, bop. Let's flip it around. Just keep it ranged now. Let's get some good shots. Oh, he's on fire now, chat. Yo, you having problems there? You sprung a couple of leaks on the back there, mate.
Our module has run out of charges.
Tengu's on reload. One more shot in the Loki, and he'll be on reload. Tengu's off reload and ready to go. Loki's on final cycle before reload. Here we go. Bang. 10 seconds. And back on damage. Nice shot there, 1200. Big hits, boys. Alright. Tengu off. Out to the closest star bookmark I have. While I burn the Loki off to skip the loot. Reload both ships. For the next one. Alright. Just flipping it with the Loki to grab the loot. Gonna do the maneuver again to see if it works, seeing he's picked up aggro. So align get into warp. As soon as the warp drive's active across the grid, cloak to drop aggro completely. And maybe they'll warp out. Nope, never lucky. Alright, gotta do the maneuver. Quick decloak, and then loot. Lovely. Oh, I've got 3 tags, and then quickly warp to Bryn. And same thing with the Tengu.
Warp drive.
Picked up aggro, taking damage. But we're webbed into warp. Lovely. Ooh. Alright, jump into Bryn. See what's happening in here. 61 in Bryn. Gate is clear. So let's head to the star. Both ships.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, straight away start scanning. One thing I haven't tried is to see if it's faster to actually combat probe these routes or not. It might be. I don't mind doing the D-scan, 5-degree scan, honestly. I just sort of go around the clock, so to speak, of the rings of the system. I've one-clicked him to planet 2, apparently. Let's have a look over there.
Warp drive active.
Yep. Planet 2 at 100. Yep, found him straight away. Lucky. Alright. Both in position. Let's go. Burn. Modules on. Decloak the Loki, so I do the same thing. Already getting shot, which isn't great. Just to overload it for one cycle. Alright, so he's just hit his orbit range. The shield's almost down, so that's actually really good. He's at a good range just to sit and shoot. So I'm just going to go keep it range. Hopefully he'll get bigger damage shots on. Apparently we lost lock there, I'm not sure how. Oh, maybe I accidentally pressed the hotkey. That's alright. You should be good, chat. Oh, 1400 damage, we just smashed him. Oh yeah, chat. Think we're almost on reload.
A module has run out
On
of
reload now.
charges.
Loki's 3 more shots. This is excellent. This is lovely, chat. This is great. Absolutely fantastic. Getting those tickets, getting those chances of getting the offer salute. Absolutely amazing. Last shot on the Loki. Might be a kill shot, is it? Oh, I think it was, chat. Alright. Get the Tengu off.
Warp drive active.
Speed up the Loki. Alright, Tengu's off. Click the Loki. Yeah, negative 1.4 am I? Oh no, it's positive. Must be my main. Alright, okay. Open cargo. Shields. Next system is Helgeted. So we'll try warping there. Grab the loot, real sneaky like. There we go. And let's go to Helgeted. Nice. And same with you.
Warp drive active.
Boom, boom. Alright. To my star safe. And we'll have a scan here just to see if there's anything. Not seeing any rats. Interesting. That's set to ships. That might do it. Oh, here's one. 9. Let's go round the clock on the scanner to check all the rings. Zooming out a bit, keep going. There it is. Planet 8. 100. Planet 7, 8. Within 100. Let's reload Fury. Switch to... Yep, there he is. And they just warped somewhere else. Ah, never lucky. Back on the scanner. See if it's still in range. It is no longer in range. So, got to check this cluster. And someone's got to check Arnster Gate. So you can do that. 100. See who gets closer.
Warp drive active.
That should cover the whole system then. No scan results. Okay, what about this guy? Alright, it's looking better. Just checking the 5 degree. Actually, we'll check belts. Found it on a belt. That is 12-1. Belt of the last belt.
Active.
Last belt at 100. Let's go. And we'll decloak early. Burn away early. Already over 100 Ks away, which is great. Alright, now look for the Loki. I'll just sit with the Loki for a little minute, just to get him to about 120-ish sort of Ks. And we'll sit him and keep at range, so I can get some good shots on. Doom to doom doom. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. $1,300 damage. That's awesome. Really good shots with the artillery. It's really satisfying. Just can see those big numbers, big penetrating hits on the artillery. Love it. Just like that, we're through the shield. Bum, 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 bum. This is fantastic, chat. Good amount of damage. We're successfully kiting all of these rats, this entire support fleet. Look at them. Look at them. Just following me around, all getting kited hard. As I say that, I'm getting hit now a little bit by the frigates. So I might have to just warp out on reload here. Just to be extra safe, extra safe. And
Our module has run out of charges. Warp drive active.
And it will hit orbit on the Loki. I think it's just going to pick up aggro now from the full pocket. Which is totally fine. He's very quick, this Loki. Alright. As soon as we drop out of warp, we'll just warp straight back to Admiral in the Loki. Alright, warp to member.
Warp drive active.
This is just fantastic. We are absolutely smashing this guy. Already finished on the reload, are we? Beautiful. Loki's doing a marvelous job. Just kiting everything while the Tengu gets back on grid. Here's the arrival of the Tengu. We're actually a little bit out of range for the Tengu. I'm just going to have to scooch into range real quick. Easiest way to do that, chat, is to click approach. Let's go. Alright. Instead, so someone warp the Loki off because he's got all the aggro. Did a great job kiting. Brilliant job. And he's out. There we go, we'll cloak him up. Switch focus back to the Tengu now, who hilariously is actually pretty close to the wreck. And is still cloaked on grid. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. What a banger, chat. Now, should it creep up to this, or what's going on? Got 5 more jumps. So, skipping over Todd of Throne. 3 more systems. Oh, rats are finally warping out. Going to decloak and burn. Reload. We should see if we can kill one of these rats while I'm here. Probably not. Let's go Kalari Navy. Can we kill the rat before we loot? Probably not with all the reload times. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, just one shot it, dude. Can you believe it? Feels the end to me. Alright, we got 3 that time, chat. Lovely. Alright, let's go to Told It Throne.
Drive active.
Everyone to Told It Throne. Told It Throne. Reload back to Fury. Do a sneaky reload of the artillery while we're in warp. It's barely anyone in local, so it should be fine. Now, I could check Told It Throne, but it's a bit of a fly-through system at this point in time because it's frat staging. So we'll just scooch straight to Avadi. Got a few aggressed here, so we're just going to look at Avadi. Told It Throne 8, let's do that. Yeah. Planet 8, same thing with Loki. 8 was within 100. Cloak. And we'll just make a little dot. Body gate. Just a little gate check. Bookmark as we approach the gate. And we'll just do a quick ship scan just to make sure there's no gate cam here. Otherwise, we'll have to refit. We do have a travel fit in cargo. But like I said earlier, it's
Warp drive active.
pretty quiet, honestly, right now. Perfect time to farm. Got to get that farm on, boys. Alright, scooching into Avati. Switch my filter back to the rats. Alright, T3Cs through the Stargate, hopefully soon. Alright. Phobos and stuff, but they're not on the gate, so I'll quickly go to the star scan.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Bum, 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 bum. And it doesn't look like we've got any rats here. Any officers to kill. We'll just check 9's out of scan range, so I'll just check planet 9 on land. There we go.
Warp drive active.
No, nothing. Alright. And number 10's way out here. We'll just check planet 10 on land. This is the way I farm this chat. You can use fully nullified T3Cs that are sniper kite fitted specifically for the rats, so you barely take any damage and can sort of comfortably farm. Another way to do this is you can use a Hyperion brawl fit, which can actually tank all of the rats and allow you to actually take a PvP fight as well, if that's something you want to do. But yeah, link will be in the description for that if you guys are interested. Alright, so now I do have something here, so let me just scan the stations and things. The things around. Any close beacons? No. What is it then? It's not a moon. Oh, it's one of the gates. More than likely. Let's scan the gates. Found it. Leslie Gate. Up to a Leslie at 100. Leslie at 100.
Drive active.
Alright. So while we're in warp here, I'm just going to change my missile range, drop it out of... Oh, they're all warped. Where are they all warping to? I think they're warped to planet 2 or planet 4. It's going to cloak up and try that again.
Drive active.
Try planet 4. This will probably be one of the last. Get to farm. Alright. Scan the close belt. Not there. Not there. Not there. Alright. Scan around the clock again until I find something. No luck so far. Ah, planet 8.
Warp drive active.
Planet 8 at 100. We have some luck here, chatters. Yeah, if you have any if you didn't know this at all, leave a comment in the description, in the comment section, guys. And obviously, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. That enables me to keep doing what I'm doing here and bringing you guys some of the best Eve content around. Alright, found it. Burning off. Get it started. Starting up arranged scripts. Waiting for lock delay to be over. Alright. So he's on target. Going off with the Loki. Range scripts running. Now we got his shots on. Perfect. Tengu's already pretty close to orbit range and hasn't taken any damage yet, so it's really good. I think it would do like 115 maybe. Keep it range. See if we can get some good shots at that range. It makes me want to, because I'm able to hit at shorter range. Just gotta open Pyfer and see if we can maybe get more damage out of that Loki. With different ammo perhaps. So with the same fit, if I switch to get 100Ks out of any of this. Yeah, I can maybe shoot Titanium Sabo and get how much more damage is that? It's like 40 extra DPS. I have to grab some of that next time I'm doing a run. We're almost finished here, chat, so basically what happens after this, guys, is we go from the hunting phase and farming and getting all the tags to the hand-in. So if you right-click Show Info here, you'll see here, chat, it says you can either go to Mehator system to give these or ammo. And the difference with that is one's a Ma Empire, so you can get random chances to get Ma faction BPCs and ammo, and the same thing with Minmatar. You can get Minmatar ship like faction BPCs or ammo out of the crates as well. Yo, is 7 so you just kidding? Welcome in. Just going through the secret loot that you can find in these insurgencies. I might have to orbit here. Uh-oh. Might have talked too long. It's taking a lot of damage out of nowhere. I think there was an aggro switch here. I'm trying to warp out. It might be the end of the Loki though. No, we got out. We got out. Beautiful. That was very lucky. I'm going to re-warp him in. Tengu's still going well. Ooh. Close call there, chat. Look at that, chat. Starting to get into structure. Alright. Nevertheless, we warp it back in. We go back in, chat. We're going back in. Tengu's just gotten off reload. Any luck so far? So far I think we've got about 18 tags. So this should put us at about 20. And we're just about ready to go and hand in and see what we get. So you're joining us at just the right time. Love to see it. Welcome in again. Hope you're having a great morning, noon, or afternoon, depending where you are. Or evening. Alright. Looks like I don't have to decloak because the rat is just about dead. Yeah, there he goes. Alright. So I will whoop the Tengu out.
Warp drive active.
And scoop the loot with the Loki. Alright. Tengu's out. Looks like the rats might be warping. Yes, they are. Perfect. So just decloak and burn off. Bit of cheeky reload while we're here. See, look at that damage, chat. We're very much on fire. Damn, chat. Holy. Lucky we didn't lose the Loki. We've got a little bit of a local spike now over here as well. It's a very good time to leave. I think it's a good time to leave, chat. Are they contested much? Rarely. I don't think many players know about this secret riches. Oh, 3 tags. Nice. Love to see that you sometimes get that rare 3-banger, which we just got. Lovely. Alright, back to Toady Front. Cloak up. And we'll go back to Toady Front. Yeah, not many players know about this. Not many players do this, even if they do know about it. It's not easy. Not an easy thing to do. It's definitely not new bro friendly. I need very specific fits. So if you say hi to YouTube, the fits will be in the description. Link in the description to them. I'll post them up on Eve Workbench. For y'all, so you can try it out and have some fun. Alright. Now, we need to get ourselves to... Let's go Arnster. To a repair shop, like thinking like a Freeport player structure, which should be a couple of jumps away. Just kidding, suffers from only having 1 account. I mean, it's good, but it's only 1. 1's fine. You don't make any more risk doing this with 2. You really don't. I was doing this with 1 account off stream, just perfect. Just fine. I'm only using 2 right now just to supplement the damage, make it go a little bit faster on stream. That's literally the only reason. Before, when I was using 1, I was had the other account just in a Explorer frigate just to scout and scoop the loot, try and keep the Tengu a bit more safe. Because the most dangerous part of doing this is scooping the loot, because other players can go for it and kill you. But yeah, for 1 account, the ISKs you can make doing this is really, really good. It is something you can't do all the time, you can't always farm it. The respawns on the rats I've just been killing are anywhere from like 1 to 3 hours. So I usually just do a run of this, like 1 or 2 per day. And honestly, you make so much ISK doing that you won't complain. Just put it that way. Oh, I got a Freeport in this station in Gultrainers. I'm going to warp over there and get some much needed repairs for both of my ships. And while we're repairing, I'll just quickly show you those wonderful fits. So in the highs, we've got 720mm howitzers, the biggest ones that'll fit. Probe launcher and a cloak. The mids have 2 tracking computers, an unscripted sensor booster, and just a MWD. And in the lows, we've got triple gyro, a power diagnostic, which keeps us cap stable with MWD on, as you can see here, and just a damage control, which actually saved us from dying just now. That's the only tank it has. The rig slots are double locus projectile rigs for the artillery range and ionic field projector 2 for the lock range. Subsystems for the Loki is a dissolution sequencer, covert reconfiguration, projectile scoping array, and intercalated nanofibers. That one's to keep you nice and agile. This one's for your lock range and to lower your sig. That one is so you can always run a cloak. And the projectile scoping arrays is so you can run your artillery. Over to the Tengu now while he's repairing. This is specially fitted out with Sec 2 HMLs, cloak and a probe launcher in the highs. Mids, we've got triple missile guidance, all loaded with missile range scripts. This is specifically for the specific configuration for the battleship rat. We've got a large Tech 2 shield extender because wrecking shots can almost alpha you doing this. MWD and a target range scripted sensor booster. And in the lows, we've got triple ballistic controls. The rigs, we've got double hydraulic bay thrusters for range and an ionic field projector for lock range. That's for weapon range. So the subsystems, we've got the augmented graviton reactor. That is to keep it cap stable. You'll notice there's no cap rigs on this. That does it for us. The covert subsystem for the cloak. Accelerated ejection bay to keep us nice and fast. We have to be over 1.6, 1.7, 1.8k. 1.7, 1.8k is probably where you want to be probably be able to kite these, because these ships are really fast, these rats that we kill. And the chassis optimization as well. That is for the speed. The ejection bay is just to run the missile platform. Looks like the Loki's all repaired. We'll just give him a reload. I mean the Tengu. And the Loki now as well. Alright, so as I was saying before, we can go and hand them in. The showing info on the tag does show us exactly where to go to do that. So we'll be going to ammo, only because I like Minmatar ships. I fly them a bit more often than the MR ones on these characters. So we'll have a look over there. And I think to do that, we're going to change to our travel fits. So I'm just going to dock up here at this report and just change our fits. All right. So travel fits involve taking all the lows off the Tengu and putting them in my cargo. Taking one of the missile launchers off, and then just putting a nullifier in the empty high slot, 2 eye stabs, and a warp core stab in the lows. That makes us nice and safe now for any potential gate camps on the way, and nice and speedy to align. Similarly with the Loki, its travel fit gets rid of 2 of the damage mods, 3 of them actually, all 3 gyros, and then we drop the eye stabs and the warp core stab, and it's already got an empty high, so we just drop them all on, and that nullifier will go in the empty high slot, and we're good to go. And we only need to take 1 ship to the hand-in. So we'll just dock back up again. We'll just trade all the tags to 1 character, so we don't have to take both. And I'll just take the Loki back to my staging. I use like a neutral. I say neutral. Well, yeah, it's not listed in the faction warfare to hand in, because you have to hand in high sec. And so what that means is you could be shot by faction police, which isn't great. Look at this, we've got big 27 to hand in. Nice. Let's go. So the rats, just to give it a little bit of a summary, the rats we're going for in this area are called Zohar's Chosen. They only spawn the battleship size in the stage 5 corruption. So this is where the best area to farm. You can do stage 4, but they're smaller ships that don't actually have a guaranteed chance to drop the tickets. When you get into the system, the easiest way to find them is to warp to somewhere near the sun, which gives you an around-the-clock D-scan at 5 degrees. And what you're looking for is the Zohar's Chosen rat. So they can spawn on planets. They can spawn on all the belts around the planets. They can warp to beacons and stargates. And stargates is where you'll see them most often when you're not actually hunting them. But when you are hunting them, you'll find that they're not actually there that often. It's a bit weird. Most of the time they're on a planet. And they only go to the gates every now and then. Anyway. Let's get the ships out of here. Looks like my autopilot's updated. My route's updated to mostly a high-sec route, which is lovely. Yeah, they do warp around the place, so you don't need to tackle them. They will stay on grid and try to kill you. The support fleet for the battleship is absolutely no joke. I've already lost a few ships just trying to figure out these fits. And the fits I made are specific to killing this rat specifically. It's not a generic sniper fit. You won't find any other fits like this. These are to get the cap stable MWD at a high speed and just having enough range, which for the rats is about 140 Ks you want to sit at. This also works in the Baristas Insurgency. You'll be fighting, looking for and hunting and farming a rat called Hakasuzu, and he flies in a missile rattlesnake. So he's actually a lot easier to kill because you can outrange him at about 138 Ks. His rockets stop hitting you. So that's why I've got the extreme range sniper that works for both. You don't take any damage from the rattlesnake once you get out of its range, and then it just dies. The rats do not point. They will target pain at you in this space, and they will try and, I think they try and jam you in Garista space, which doesn't really work. They will web you. There's webbing rats, but there's no hard tackle at all. I don't mind getting webbed, especially when I'm going for the loot, because it can let me warp out faster, so I take less damage. The only other thing I can really mention is it's key that you don't engage them at short range if you're in these ships. Sometimes, occasionally, you'll jump into a system when you're hunting and you'll see the rat right there on the gate. Do not decloak and start shooting it. Always warp off or get to a ping that's about 100 or 150 Ks away, and as fast as you can get to about 140 Ks away to stop the incoming damage. It's key with these fits. Alright, so Maluki's nice and safe in station. It's got a few more jumps through high sec to and in the tags. That's a lot of tags for one run. That route was only about 11 jumps, so we did quite well. Yo, what's up, Cobra? Welcome in. Welcome in. We've just been farming the secret named rats in the insurgency areas. To get these tags, see these tags here? Angel Insurgency data sequence. Now you can see, guys, this is already 500 mil just in my cargo, just these tags, right? 533 million. ISK! Million ISK! So what you hope for is you hope to do better than that, because where we're going is we're going to the Mimitar faction warfare staging system in ammo out of Metropolis. And there's a building, like an outpost, where we can turn up with the tags and turn them in for crates. And depending on how lucky we are with the loot out of the crates, we can make more than the 500 mil that I just made. That is the Gamba. Yeah, the Gamba is converting these into crates and then seeing what loot we get. We could go straight to Jitter right now and sell them and get 500 mil, but we have the potential to make over 5 billion ISK with the Officer Vorton projector that can drop out of the crates. So that's what we're aiming for. I've been doing this for a little bit over the last few weeks. I've found that I don't think I've ever lost. Like, I've never gotten below what's on the tooltip for the tickets, for the tags. So, but it does vary on how far above that you get. So it seems to be a bit of a safe bet, put it that way.
Warp drive active.
All right, and we've got an ad break coming up in the next 25 seconds, chat. So if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. We're almost at the end of September. Could really help with all the subscriptions. I am a work for myself now content creator, so I appreciate all the support. If you have a Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime per month. Spending on me will support me as well. As we're watching the ads, if you don't want to do any of that, and there'll be a clip in the chat if you want to watch that instead of the ad. See you guys in about a minute. Corey says it reminds you of the deep flow rift, always a profit opener. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do much of the deep flow stuff, but yeah, it's similar to that. Got my private 2 days, I saw yours. Yeah, thanks, McCovery, man. Appreciate all the help. Appreciate all the support, keeps me going. This is now my day job. It's content creation, so next stream in the next week or so, I'm going to start streaming on YouTube, my new YouTube channel as well. And I'm just sort of looking into video editing software to make some edited YouTube videos off the back of these streams as well. So there'll be more content coming out from me than you've probably ever seen before, real soon. So stay tuned for that, guys. I will just drop my socials in the chat during the ad as well. So if you want to get me on Twitter, you can get me there. It just reminded me I didn't blast off on Twitter today, chat. Let me do that right now during the ad break and while we're on the way. What do I need? Sidebar. It's usually the fastest way for me to do it, if I can find it. Where's the sidebar toggle? Oh, there it is. And then we just click on Twitter. And we get our link to the stream. There we go, make a post. Alright, so post it on Twitter. Better late than never for that one. And you can always get me on Instagram as well. I'll just do a blast off post there. I'll just get a nice little screenshot of the Tengu put up on Instagram. There we go. Got it. Alright, almost got that done. And share. Alright, that's up on Insta now as well. Yeah, I saw in your Discord you found the CCP loot hunt, well done. Yeah, I won the scavenger hunt. That was awesome fun. First time that I've ever been able to do that. First time I've ever tried too, so maybe I'm good at it. The only reason I won it is the hints they were giving were about faction warfare, and so I knew the area because it was around the Kaldari faction warfare area where I found it. Found the had to scan down and find the container, and then I had a password. So the password for mine, the hint on the container was like send me your ISK and dial. So the password was double it, which I thought was pretty funny. Alright, here we are. So I've already got it bookmarked from the last time I was here, so we warp straight there. Then we'll have 27 crates to open. Oh yeah. Here it is. It's a Republic counterinsurgency outpost. So pull up to this thing here and we go access and tells us we can hand these in for crates. So we go for 27, trade yes. And then we just go to the closest station, dock up and have a look what we got.
Warp drive active.
Have a look what we're going to get. Let's look at a chat. Look at that, 27 boxes. Oh yeah. Yo, Cobra, thanks for the luck.
Docking permission requested.
Here we go, chat. See what we got. Alright, so put them on the hangar floor. Open the first one. We go chat. We got a decayed Vorton. The unstables are the ones worth a lot of money, I think. That's where I usually make most of my ISK. Alright, and these loyalty tokens, you can sell them straight away to NPCs in the station. So straight up ISK. Anyway, there's 26 more to go. Let's go! Let's have a look what we get, chat. Hacking in progress. Looks like we ended up with 1.1 billion ISK just from those rats we killed. Look at that. Fantastic, chat. Look at that. 1.1 billion. Let's stack it all. Let's have a look what we got. 2 Republic Firetail blueprints. We ended up with almost 3,000 loyalty tokens. And here's the big money. The unstable Vorton tuning system. 448 mil. And 4 of these Gravid Vorton tuning system metaplasmids, which is another 400 mil. And that's the bulk of the money. Love it, love it. So now, chat, something I prepared earlier. I have a blockade runner already parked here in system. We'll just go ahead and sell those loyalty tokens before we leave. Immediate. Alright, and we'll take these, and we'll take this stuff, and take it straight into Jitter. See, all the ammo it gives you is insane amounts of ammo. You won't be needing ammo anytime soon, chat. Alright, set destination to Jitter. Alright, let's go. That's a huge amount of ISK for really not much. Really not much, chat. I was just hunting down those few specific rats. You get up to 3 tags per kill. So it's good value on your time spent. And 1.1 billion ISK. And I've barely been streaming for an hour and a half. So that's certainly good value. And that's the hidden riches of the faction war in the Insurgency, both in Angel Insurgency and in Garistas. You'll find these rats that are happy to give you all kinds of money they can use to your heart's content to get rich at Eve. And that's what we love to do. That's what we're about. Alright. Just have to carefully navigate this low-sec pocket on the way back to Jitter, chat. Hopefully there's no smart bombers. Won't take long to get there. This is a very fast ship. It's hyperspatial blockade runner. Incidentally, with the loot that I got, these little, sometimes I got a Vigil Fleet issue blueprint and 2 Republic Firetail blueprints. In the past, I've actually gotten like the faction cruisers, which are really good, like the Stabber Fleet, the Side Fleet issue. So when I get them back to Jeddah, I actually build them, and they're really sort of cheap ways to get combat ships. I mean, you could sell them if you wanted, but I fly them, so I keep them for my characters. It's a great way to sort of build up your inventory of ships as well without having to rely on buying them off the market. Found it really rewarding, honestly. Sort of crafting and building my own ships just off the back of doing this little activity. And like I say, this isn't something you can farm endlessly. I just made the 1.1 bill in about an hour and a half. But the respawn timer... Oh, hang on, let me just check this. So, the respawn timer on Gnosis, that should be fine. The respawn timer on the rats is anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. So you only find me doing it usually twice a day. It's usually around downtime. You can sort of double dip around downtime and do it just before and just after. Looks like we found a gate camp here in Rancer, but no smart bomb so far. Which is good. See if they'll test my reaction time here with the Ultra Lock. Looks like they are.
Warp drive active.
And I got the cloak off. There you go. Avoided a gate camp. With a billion disc cargo. Too easy, chatters. Too easy. Alright. Looks like it's just a Synesis, so it should be good to go from here.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
How do you avoid the gate camp with a cloak? It's not a prototype. I just cloak, or I can cloak and warp in this blockade runner. So to beat the ultra lockers, I just have to make sure with my Aussie lag that I'm clicking the cloak as soon as I'm aligning to warp. Otherwise they can lock me on the same server tick as I decloak.
Warp drive active.
Alright. The dangerous part now is over.
Active.
It's only 3 jumps down to Jeddah. Yeah, click to warp and then recloak straight away. This is the best way to do it. And this is fitted with a little bit of tank, so I've got a shield extender on this with 13,000, is it 30,000? Yeah, about 30,000 EHP, so I can actually warp straight through people that are smart bombing, and I'll generally survive as well. So it's a good little ship. Tough, fast.
Active.
Can't carry a whole lot, but if it's just expensive loot from doing something like this, then can't really beat it. It's got a line time of 2.9 seconds. So only the fastest of the ultra lockers will be able to lock me off a gate. With the cloak, I make that so it's not possible.
Warp drive active.
See, I go into warp before I've even finished cloaking, before the animation's even finished. Alright, jumping into jitter. There's a Tangier party, let me get in on that real quick. There we go. Alright. Warp 0, cloak.
Warp drive active.
And it's the only time I ever autopilot. Just get here, it's nice and safe and sound.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled.
Alright, here we are. So that's it. That's how you make a billionaire. It's about an hour and a half. Get it to Jita safely. I've already banked over 200 million, not just from the loyalty tokens that the boxes give. So, extremely good way to make money. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks YouTube. See you guys on the next one for more guides. It's been Cyber Nomad. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, bye for now. Alright, chat, that's the outro. So one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Let's log my alts in here. And I'll just contract this expensive stuff over to the trade alt. Contract. Alright, I'll just get these other characters logged in. What if maybe I could do it with this one? It's probably not a good example. No, I'll do it on the newer accounts. Let me just adjust the production here, chat. Alright. Alright, hi YouTube, it's Cyber Nomad here with another video. Today, we're just going to be going over skill plan management and some things that the game can't do that well that you might want to look into optimizing your skill plan so you can get to that ship and get those fits that you want to fly. You get into them a lot sooner than the game might lead you to believe. Once again, you're here with Cyber Nomad, so let's get into it. Right here, just as an example, we've got an Armor Rook Faction Warfare fit. Skill plan based off a ship fitting that I've had in here for a long time. Now, what usually happens is when you add the skills for the ship fit by going directly into the ship, I'll just show you from the start. So if we go hulls and fits, search for a Rook, combat recon, and it's one of these two, right? So if you can't fly it, it'll come up with that, and then you can go create skill plan. So when you do this, the order that you train your skills in EVE is actually very important. And the game doesn't really take this into account. So just for example, if we have a look here, the order that these go in are just 1 to 5 for each skill, which means that the time that you'll take before you can get into that ship is a lot longer, because the way that this should work is that you take everything to 4, and then the bottom of your skill plan is all the level 5s. Because what that means is once you get everything to level 4, you can jump in the ship and fly it effectively. And as you're playing the game and playing in that ship, you can be training the level 5 skills to just finish off the skill plan. But as you can see, the game doesn't do a very good job of this, which was cause you a lot of downtime of not flying the ships that you want to fly. And there's nothing much you could do about it in game. So I want to introduce you guys to a little tool that I use to fix this problem. It's a very old one. I've been playing Eve for about, well, since 2008. It's about that old, maybe older. It's called EveMon. Here it is. So let me just open the character I'm talking about. Which one is it? This one? And let me just get the plan out of game. So copy all the skills to clipboard. And we'll just make a new plan in EveMon. And we'll call it the Faction Warfare Armor book. This is skills to fly. Okay. Opens up this screen here. From there, I'll go clipboard import, which will import all of the skills. It says, are you sure you want to add 40 skills with a total training time of 95 days? This also includes any dependencies not included in your paste. You go, yes. It comes up with another confirm screen, which I just click OK on, and then it gives me the list of the skills. Now, with this, to optimize your skill plans using this, all you need to do in this list of skills is click on training time until the shortest training time is first in the list, and it will put the longest skills, which are your level 5s, all the way down the bottom. So you don't have to wait for the entirety of the plan. You can actually start flying it, you know, sometimes months ahead of time until you fully master it. When you have done that, all you really need to do is go copy to clipboard, click OK, selected entries have been copied, go back into the game. You basically want to clear this plan, right? So I want to go edit skill plan. I want to click on the 3 dots up here, go clear all skills, and then back up to that and import skills from clipboard. And this is going to reorder all of your skills so that you can fly that ship a lot sooner. And then all you have to do is click save, and we'll go back in and have a look at it. And now, as you can see, all your level 1 skills for all the different skills come first, then level 2, 3, and 4, with 5 right down the bottom. It's a very simple tip that not many people know about. I don't know if many people use EveMon. If you haven't used it before, it's really straightforward. I'll put the link in the description down below. And if you do like these guides, do continue to like and subscribe to content. I've got a brand new channel set up, and we're a small community, so we're on the ground floor building up. So I appreciate you guys. If you like and subscribe, get in on the ground floor. There'll be more YouTube videos coming out, and you can also, if you want to catch me live, you can head on over to my Twitch, where you'll see me, and you can interact with me and even win some giveaways. So that's about all I've got for you now today, guys. So until next time, I've been a Cyber Nomad. You guys fly safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, all right. That's that one out of the way, chat. Thanks, Cobra. That's how you do it, buddy. All right, I did save that, didn't I? I need to buy the skill books. That's all right. Yeah, the reason I was doing it, because I've been, with these extra characters I'm training up, I've been wanting to fly a Myrmidon. And I noticed that on these characters, it was like 3 months to fly a Myrmidon. And I'm like, it can't be that long. And I looked at the skill plans and realized that all the skills are all jumbled up. Bang him out, brother. Yeah, no, I've got to go hard on it. Got to go hard on it. All right. What else can we do, chat? Let's see. Let's see if we've got any plexing to do. See if we can get on our grind. Might have to get on our ISK grind. I want to farm up some ISK. I want to get some more boosters. I'm new, bro. It's really good to see these tips. Yeah, these are just things that I've discovered when I haven't been streaming and I've been playing Eve, and I'm like, I try to do something. I'm like, why isn't it working? Like, I don't get it. It was a medium 3 there. I wonder if we can go to Tonga for. Hang on, go set destination. Hang on, fleet up the boys. Form fleet. Invite to fleet. Yes. All right. Dock and click through everything. See this shiny new Vexor Navy issue I brought down? It's heaps good. All right. Now I've got my little fleet undocked. Walk fleet to Garrick and jump on contact. Jump, jump, jump. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Jump, jump, jump. Yeah, glad you like it. I love it. It's cool. It's called the, let's have a look at it. Show info skins. It's the Empyrean Dragon skin. Oh, that looks weird. Oh, it wasn't aligned. Yeah, Empyrean Dragon skin. You can get from the market. Got it from the Jita market. All right, jump on contact. Looks like I've got all friendlies here. So, by the way, the goal is for more videos with those Myrmidons. They're intended to run 5 Myrmidons, or 4 Myrmidons and 1 Myrmidon with links. And then I take them into a class 4, class 5 wormhole, and I can do the combat sites in there to make ISK, like farm ISK. So I want to do that as soon as possible because I need the ISK. I want the ISK. I've been waiting for these characters to train up for a long time. So yeah, that's why I optimized the skill plans, because I was realizing I was waiting way too long for nothing. Alright, jump on contact Tonga 4. Oh, where is it? Tonga 4 there. Looks menacing. Yeah, I love it. It's such a cool ship as well, the Vexor and the Vexor Navy. The 3 of them at the moment. Ah, looks like maybe got war targets here. Wonder if I can kill them. Probably not. Let's have a look at beacons. 15. So warp fleet within, say, 50. We'll just descan what they have in system.
Warp drive active.
Alright, what are they in? Caracal Navy, Osprey Navy, Vexor. Can I kill that? I don't know if I can kill that, chat. I won't have any help from the guys because I'm the only one war decked. Just asking in chat. They have more Vexors in system that could come in and kill me. Hmm. Might have to let them have this one, chat. Let's put anyone in the other medium. They do. Hmm. I think we just got more war targets in local. Let's come into local. Yeah, they're just putting so many guys here. Just warp the fleet off the gate.
Warp drive active.
We've got 11 in local now. What's up? We've got out safe.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, let's just dock these guys up here real quick. Oh, it's going to be a short stream today, chat. I need to get on and organize my YouTube channel, my YouTube stream, and the YouTube videos off this stream, and upload the VOD over there as well. So if you haven't already, I don't know where my YouTube is. Do I have a YouTube command? No, I guess I haven't really promoted it, but I'll have to make a link for that as well. I'll just manually get the link for you guys. I do have a couple of clips up there already, but I'm going to try and grow it as much as we can. Let's view my channel. Where is it? View your channel. There it is there. I'll just drop it in the chat for you guys. Thanks for hanging out, guys. There's my YouTube. That's what I'll be doing next, is hopping over there and yeah, uploading some stuff. So keep an eye out for that. We're coming out within the next day or so. I think it takes a few hours to upload them. But that's me. I might jump on in a few hours and do some more grinding, because I need to grind out some ISK. But for now, that's all I've got for you guys. Just a couple of quick videos. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.